All right, welcome to Wednesday, the 27th of February, and I've got a trade for you happening now. I had some mic problems and just fixed it, and I'm showing you the chart, the stock of CRM, back to CRM, Salesforce.com. I think there's a nice setup here, and I want to just point this out to you and show you exactly where it's at. So this is the chart. If you remember a few weeks ago, I showed you how I have my own portfolio list here, and then I do some scans and the whole 9 yards. So this is the screen. This upper chart is a weekly chart. Okay, this is a weekly, and this is a daily down here. Okay, and the trade, look at the market has made a nice pullback, right, from this high down in the zone in here, right? Now this is, remember, the hot pink is the 50 exponential. The gray is the gray action zones, of course. If you remember, this trade was a nice trade up in here. 2 of the 3 profit objectives were hit here. We tried this one the other day. That was an outright losing trade, but a small one because we had a tight little inside bar. Market continued to pull back, right? And we've dropped down to this level. So what we're seeing here is yesterday was kind of, I mean, look at the open and closer in the bottom quarter of the range, which is typically negative, right? But today, the market actually took out yesterday's low, right? Yesterday's low was 162.26, went down to 162, took it out by only 26 cents, and we've totally reversed up through yesterday's high of 166.68. So we've got an outside bar now. We've got an engulfing pattern. Okay, an engulfing pattern is simply when the market takes out the prior bar's low and high. Of course, we don't know where it's closing today, right? Obviously, it's more bullish if it closes in the top quarter. It hasn't closed yet. But since I'm here all day and this is what I do, I notice that the market has taken out the high of yesterday. So we've got an outside vertical bar, right? So the buy would come into play 20 cents above yesterday's high, right? A stock over $100, I typically use 20, maybe 30 cents, but most of the time 20 cents. So since yesterday's high is, again, 166.68, the buy came in at 166.88. So that's the buy, 166.88. See, we're fluctuating. It's 166.97. So far, we've made a high of 167.20. My initial stop loss on this is at 20 cents below 162 to 161.80. That's the initial stop loss on this. Okay, 161.80. All right, so this is a trade, and we'll see if it continues to the upside. Again, this is a swing trade. Tomorrow what I'll do is I'll go more into the profit objectives and stuff, okay? Now remember, the high that we've come down off of is 178.91. So we're over 10 points down off the high here. So again, tomorrow morning we will look at the profit objectives in more detail. There's another stock that I'm taking a look at, but I don't think... well, tomorrow it would the entry would be tomorrow if it takes place. This stock we're looking at is Mastercard, MA. Okay, we've been in a range for quite a while now. All right, the market's consolidating in here. We're back to the 50 exponential moving average, and we're tightening up. So what I'm hoping for today is that today turns out to be an inside bar, right? I hope today's high, so far today's high is lower than yesterday's high, and today's low is higher than yesterday's low. So if today turns out to be that inside pattern, then I would look for a move up through the high tomorrow. So I'm looking at Mastercard. I'm also looking for a potential trade in TBT. Again, this is the ultra short Lehman 20-year Treasury bond, okay? If you recall, this is the play, this is the trade of the decade, right? Being long this instrument, because if you believe interest rates are going to stay at these low historical lows, then this wouldn't be the play. But this particular trade is actually going to be just that. It's going to be a trade. So if today is unable to take out yesterday's high or low, then I would look to take a trade up through the high of today, as long as today is an inside pattern, okay? Now, the only thing that kind of is a little, I mean, the weekly is down. Look at all these red bars. The weekly is obviously down big time, and we're back to the 50 exponential on a weekly, which may hold as resistance, right? But on a daily, you know, the bars are green. We've had a couple of nice buys, right? We leveled off here. We broke down when the market sold off here. But we are back into the gray action zone here. And so I'm going to look at this very carefully and look to potentially buy it tomorrow. So again, we are looking at Mastercard for tomorrow, potential trade tomorrow in TBT. CRM, look at CRM. We are along this market at 166.88. It's at 167.39 right now. My initial stop on this is going to be below the low of today. Okay, so tomorrow, if we push higher and take out today's high, then what I'll do is I'll take that initial stop loss and I'll move it up even further. Okay, so that is today. Have a profitable day. Sorry I didn't get this. Well, I didn't get to you a little earlier, but I had some computer problems and I just got on. So, but got that trade off just in time, actually. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a phenomenal day. Bye for now.